Good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever, and wherever you are on the planet right now, you're watching this. Here we are again. This is, my name is John Dupuy, still the CEO of WeAwake. Haven't booted me out yet. And this is part of the WeAwake team that's here meditating with us and along with all you guys. So thank you for being here. And I think the more energy we can put out into the noosphere and the biosphere and the universe of our meditation, the better things will be, because everything, when you get down to it, is just energy. It's just things going and wiggling real fast to give the appearance of solidity, right? Anyway, this is supposed to be short. So today we're going, my initial conversation. So today we're going to do track one of Journey to the Depth of the Soul by Joseph Kao. Okay, Joseph Kao is one of our creators for WeAwake. He's absolutely brilliant. God, I love this guy. He's got a huge soul, huge heart, huge brain, and he is a great entrainment music creator, as well as being a very spiritual man and a hypnotherapist, a master hypnotherapist, a certification I think you get in the UK, and a Shakespearean actor. So you put all that together and you just have amazing stuff. So today we're going to do track one. I think there's 4 or 5 or 6. Anyway, there's a number of them, and you have the music with just one, and then the guided meditation. We're doing one with actual guided meditation. And this is Journey to the Depths of the Soul, because we've done an earlier one about journey to your big self, or something along those lines, where just that experience of oneness with all things, that is part of the awakening enlightenment thing. But there's also a part of us, the deepest human part that we like to call the soul around here anyway, that where you get your marching orders, your wisdom, your compassion, your instructions, how to live your life, what you're here to do, and your capacity to forgive and to move on and to embrace the future and the ancestors, all that stuff. So this is what this track is designed for. So without further ado, assume the position and relax your body and your mind. We just heard from a scientist yesterday that these tracks work better when you actually do a little preparation, you sit right, you breathe right. And so let's do everything we can. It's only 20 minutes to make this as powerful as possible for we who are here, for those who came before us, for everybody on the planet right now, to include our non-human family members and those who come after us.
Take a few moments right now to settle back and to settle down inside. Get a sense of sinking down inside yourself. A little bit more with each and every out-breath. Allow your breathing to be smooth and flowing, letting each breath be as smooth as silk. And allow yourself to be present with that which is present. You can allow the muscles of the face to soften, and you can relax the little muscles around the eyes. You can allow the jaw muscles to loosen, and you can allow the shoulders to release. Letting a sense of comfortable heaviness flow down through the arms.
So thank you, Joseph Kale. That was brilliant. Really appreciated that. It ends up saying, don't, what was the last thing I was saying about follow your soul, right? What you said, don't, I think it was Walt Whitman said, don't do anything to insult. That insults your soul. It's a great rule for life. Or I was talking to a recovery group the other day. I said, don't do anything that would shame your family. And of course, someone might say, wow, my family's unshameable, or maybe I don't have a family left anymore. A lot of people like that. Well, you have to reconstruct. You have to get a family, right? Even if it's not your biological family, you have to have support people that you love and care about, and journey through life being connected to. During this group I was doing the other day, a person came and said, well, everybody gets to do their own thing, their own practice. None of this is not true. You can just read for a while, and then, you can do this or that, or take walks. It doesn't have to be this. And I was yeah, I guess. But I was really left unsatisfied with that after it was over. And one of those like, well, I should have said, right? But I think truly, especially if you're dealing with addiction that's taken over your life, it says in the big book, Bill W. wrote, half efforts availed us nothing. You can't half-ass addiction. It will kill you, right? And it will get progressively worse, and the progression will speed up, and you'll lose more and more control. So it doesn't work for addiction. And I would say, just to achieve greatness, however you define that in your life, to be the best person you can be, to your calling, to really manifest that in a good way, to be a good husband, a good wife, a good parent, a good son, a good daughter, whatever that relationship is, a good friend, takes extraordinary effort. And I'm taking tennis lessons after 30 years of playing tennis. Boy, do I have a lot to correct. But anyway, I was asking my tennis instructor, who's South African, and I said, why do you think the U.S. is not, really excelling in tennis anymore like it was? And I said, if it wasn't for, Serena and Venus, we wouldn't even be on the map much anymore. And I kind of thought I know. And I said, we just don't train hard enough? And he went, yeah, that's basically it. We just don't train hard enough. We're kind of, a lot of our tennis players come from the club or the country club set, and they already have lives, and, they just don't have that hunger, and you see, Eastern Europe not producing great players. It's really a way out. It's the way Black athletes have excelled in sports in the United States. It was seen as a way out of poverty, a way out of isolation, and they've done fantastic. And you look back historically, the Jews in Europe for a long period of time, they couldn't own property, they couldn't be in the military. What they could do was really limited because of our Christian charity. No, but anyway, because of the rules we put on them. And so they developed really well, with reading and writing and thinking and doing books and being bankers and handling the money of the nobility. And of course, they also had the book, right? They had the Torah that they studied. And, why did, Jewish identity survive all these centuries after being booted out of, of the homeland, et cetera? A lot of it was because of the book and the study. And so all of those pressures led the Jews to be really excel intellectually and stuff. So all that effort, and focus. And so, yeah, I just don't think you can half-ass life and be really successful based on your own criteria of what success would be for you, and aim high, right? Because if we cut the bar too low, we end up wasting our lives. When we get older, and we look back on our lives and go, God, what the hell did I do? I had a good time, I think. I can't remember most of it, but did I ever achieve anything? Did I ever help anybody? And I was reading a song that I'd written back in the 90s, and there was a line, and it said, how much did you love? What service did you render? Is what the angel asked me. So I think the angel of our own better natures will ask us, how well did you love? What service did you render? As a measure of your humanity and your success as a human being in this life, and the times that we live in, and the relationships we're given, and the conditions that we're confronted with. So anyway, don't half-ass your efforts. And if you want to half-ass it, excuse me if I'm saying being offensive, if you want to half-bake, there'll be a lot of people to support you and go, yeah, it's okay, I understand, that's all right. But when you get down to it, you have to look in the mirror and face yourself and see what you did with your life. Did you really do as much as you could do? And probably the answer is going to be, for most people, 100%, and myself too. I'm not saying I have, but I tried pretty hard, So anyway, let's and these tools that we have at WeAwake certainly help us transform. And the science is getting more solid. It's been solid. It's just really coming together how obvious it is that we can use these tools. But not only do you need to use the tools, you need to have the effort and the right attitude and the pure heart and the grittiness and stick-to-itiveness. And if you don't have those things, you can build them just like a muscle. It can start out really flabby and weak, and with effort, it begins to transform. And we are created to transform and get better and to evolve. So I think that's probably enough. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Love you. And God willing, universe willing, we'll be back here same time next time. Keep practicing.